You nearly had me.
I don't think so.
I'm actually an undercover cop. Can you guys pull over? So I'm just going to talk a little bit about my car. I've owned it now for 6 months. Ferrari 2013 458 Italia. Could you believe I never knew what 458 meant until sort of recently, which stands for 4.5 litre or 4.5 litre, and the 8 is for V8. Hi.
Hi.
Owned the car for 6 months, been driving it for 2 months. I've put just over 4,000 kilometres on it. So it's just hit 20, sorry, I bought it at 15. I bought it with 15,000 Ks on. It's just hit 20,000 kilometres. So I've put on 5,000 Ks in 8 weeks. That's a lot of kilometres. Anyway, it's driven, not hidden. 4 of those months I was out of action because I crashed it. I don't even want to go into it.
All of a sudden, I was just minding my own business. BAM! Hit me hard right from the back. I was glued to my seat. I was like, whoa.
But anyway, the car's back. It's perfect. Really happy with it. Couldn't be happier. Just waiting for the reversing camera to come in from Italy. That'll be fitted and then the car's back to 100%. But I've been using it for the last 2 months really as my daily drive, and I just want to talk about it, what it's been like as a daily drive. It could be seen as very ostentatious to be driving around in Geelong, working class town, average income of about $53,000, blue collar town. What's the response been like? How's those people there? Hang on.
That's a lot.
How's those people just there? They're looking. I can honestly say the car lovers love it. People wave to me all the time and it stops traffic, and people take videos and people take pictures, so you can't really do anything illegal in it, not that I would. But I just want to talk about the practicability of driving a supercar as a daily drive. I'm not going to drive it as a daily drive. I have another car as a daily drive, but because it's new and it's a novelty, I want to drive it all the time because it is awesome to drive. The things I love about it, this car just turns heads. I mean, it just turns heads. The sound, and mine is a stock exhaust. The valves are fully open. They've been opened up, but it's a stock exhaust. It sounds incredible. When you drive it, it is a theatrical experience. And I reckon a supercar should be a theatrical experience. It shouldn't be about how good the radio is or whether or not the iPod connection works. It should be about the exhaust note, how the car sounds, how it corners, how it feels. It should be an exhilarating feel. And every time I get in the Ferrari, when I push that red start button, it is an exhilarating. You know, today I went to work in my Maserati. I drove down the street, pulled up. I thought, nah. I drove the Maserati home, got in the Ferrari, took that out. Yeah, I drive it a lot. I can't help it. The practicality of it, practicality of it all is, it's no big deal. If you just put it in auto and drive it in sports mode, which is the normal mode, the car's normal. Just be careful going over speed humps and it's no big deal. Getting in and out of it is not easy. It can be a little bit awkward, but you know, you can drive this just as a daily drive. It's no big deal. So when it got repaired, I put 1,000 Ks on it, and the engine light come on, and I had a mate put the computer on it, and one of the oxy sensors, it looks like, had gone. There's 4 sensors on it, and I took it to Zagami's in Melbourne, and it was due for its 4-year service, so it's just had its service, and they fixed all the oxy sensors. And the car actually feels very different. I don't know if the fuel mixture is a little bit different. It seems a little bit more powerful.
And it's obvious the wheelie bars broke, but what was the story behind why they collapsed the way they did?
And you know, it's good to know that you've got your car, it's just been serviced. You've got a year of driving without any issues. You know, the thing I love about, I think from 2012, all the Ferraris that came out with a free 7-year scheduled servicing. So each year my servicing is free on the Ferrari, which is just awesome. I think that's a smart move. You know, that's just a bit of the car update. The car's done 20,000 Ks now. That's probably quite a few for a Ferrari. I'm going to drive my car. I think I'm going to keep this car. I don't think I'll be trading this car. You know, I'm just loving this car. This car scares me a little, I have to be honest. When I was in the R8 GT, that was all-wheel drive. The R8 had the Quattro system in it, extremely safe. This gets a little bit loose in the back end, And look, the traction control always saves you, even in race mode. I took a corner the other day quite hard to see if I could, and you know, the traction control wouldn't let it, you know, sort of drift. Not that I wanted to drift.
Fucking bullshit!
Maybe a little bit of drifting, but the back end gets loose, and you know, the theatre, the drama and the theatrics of a car like this, it should scare you a little bit, and this car scares me a bit. So anyway, that's just a little update on the 458 Italia.